The false card you have your past is the Hermit. Okay, so yeah, there are a few things here. The general feeling I'm getting around this is rising above things, rising above a lot of things. There's a bit of nonsense going on. I think it wasn't directly around you, but you were hearing about it. It was kind of in your energy. I think there was someone who you weren't around. You might have moved away from them. And I think you did this because they were full of chaos. There's a lot of chaos here, crazy chaos. They don't realise they were like that. They don't now. They didn't then and they don't now. They still don't realise that they're not very responsible. It's just chaos. That's what I keep on seeing. Crazy chaos. Lots of chaos, drama. Not just drama, not arguments and things like that, but just causing lots of mess and crazy stuff. I usually have a lot of sympathy for these kinds of people because they can be a little bit like the Fools, a bit spontaneous, not always cut out for the real world, if that makes sense. But, I don't really have a lot of sympathy for this particular person because I'm just getting this feeling that they have this sort of, they're very chaotic, but they have this kind of made-up air of authority around them. They might be in a high position in their job or something like that. That's the impression I'm getting. And maybe they're able to be chaotic because they might have some kind of, infrastructure around them at work. They might have people kind of organising their time for them. So it doesn't matter if they're chaotic. They have this kind of a safety net under them. That's what I'm thinking of. It's really interesting actually because sometimes I see the Hermit as a kind of a wiser version of the Fool because the Hermit's determined to go out on his own. He wants to do what he wants, like the Fool, but he has wisdom behind him. He's got this wisdom backing him up, and the Fool doesn't have that. And I think that's the difference between you and this person. You're wiser, you've grown up, you've changed a lot. They haven't. They have not changed at all. I don't think they will either. They might one day, but they're not self-aware. That's what I'm getting. They don't realise. If you challenged them, they'd probably say, no, I'm not like that. But yeah, you're rising above this now. That's what I'm seeing in this card. You don't have to deal directly with this person now. There's still a link there, and I think it's probably through a person. There's someone linking you and this chaotic person together. You know about them. That's what I'm getting. You know about them. You know what they're doing. They probably do something, say something, and you hear about this and you think, oh no, here we are again. But yeah, you're rising above this now. You're up high on this hill like this Hermit. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm coughing. So the next card you have your past is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, here we are. Look how chaotic this is. This knight cannot control his horse. It's up and down all over the place. So here's this chaos, and it's like, yeah, it's exactly like this actually. It's like, now I'm here, now I'm not, up and down. I think even when it came to practical things, times, dates, they were kind of just all over the place, messing you around. You couldn't plan things. Very frustrating. I'm feeling a lot of frustration around this. And I keep on seeing this air of responsibility. It's like, I'm so responsible. I'm like a pillar of society. That kind of feeling. So it's sort of like, they have people around them kind of all thinking they're very responsible, but you know what they're really like. They're this kind of chaotic person. I'm just getting, this is just coming out of nowhere as well, and usually I don't say things like this because it's quite, this is a big thing I'm seeing. And I don't want to accuse people, but this is what I'm seeing. So I'll say this. Okay, I'll say this. They might even have been a bit fraudulent. There's something quite serious going on with them. There's this pretending. It's like, I'm like this, but they're not really. It's something like they're pretending they have certain qualifications that they don't have. It's something like that. And they're going they're going to be found out. They're going to be found out. That's what I'm getting. They're going to be found out. And I think this responsible image that they have around them, this shell that's kind of protecting them, it's going to be broken. And yeah, they're not as modest as they should be. That's the other thing I'm seeing. They're not as modest as they should be. So maybe they overspend, maybe they show off a bit, spend a lot, you know, oh, look at me, I've got this great car and this and that. They might be a little bit like that. I'm surprised the Tower isn't here, you know, because they're going to have one of those Tower moments. They're going to have to, you know, someone's going to find them out. They're going to have a Tower moment. And the Tower's all about, you know, having the crown knocked off your head. So, yeah, I'm really surprised that's not here. But, yeah, I think they're going to be found out. And, you know, you're just going along, you're building things up for yourself, and you're coming up with the Hermit. And, you know, if you look at the Hermit, he's got this long beard. He doesn't care what he looks like. I'm not saying you're a slob. I'm not saying you don't care about your appearance. That's not what I'm saying. Now you'll be angry with me now. But what I mean is, you're not all about showing off to other people. You know, you prefer to just build yourself up by yourself. You mind your own business. You don't buy lots of fancy designer things. You don't kind of, you know, show off. That's what I mean by that. So, and I think that's how you're going to get to where you want to go. You're kind of building things. There's a lot of building here, building up a structure, security, setting yourself up. You couldn't do that with this other person around because you couldn't plan things. When someone's really chaotic, it's like, okay, so shall we, for example, say if you wanted to buy a house, shall we save this deposit and put it aside and work out how much we need and then go and organise this and have a meeting and then we'll see if we can plan to buy this house. Oh, yes, absolutely. That's a great idea. So, okay, so shall we go on Monday? I've got an appointment on Monday the 20th. Shall we go then? Oh, maybe. I don't know. Well, can you please tell me? Oh, maybe. So how much are we going to need? Oh, maybe this, maybe that. Oh, now I want to go on Tuesday. Now I want to go on Wednesday. It's absolutely crazy. And it's embarrassing for you because other people are getting this kind of flakiness coming from you, but it's not you. It's because you're asking this person and they can't give you a proper date or a time. So you're coming across as being crazy. So you're away from all of that now. That's all I have to say about that. I'm just getting this thing in my head and I'm seeing all this craziness. Okay, the last card you have for your past is the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, you deserve this after everything you've been through. If you've been with this person, you deserve to have the Ace of Pentacles. This is your stability. This is the stability card. So you're working on this, you're getting this now, you're going toward this. Now, from now on, you're not going to accept any more of these crazy people, these kind of Knight of Wands kinds of people around you ever again. Doesn't matter where it is. Excuse me. Sorry, I've still got a little bit of a cold left over. Yeah, relationships, work, business, friends. No, you're not having any of that craziness. You're not going to have people who are late. All of that kind of stuff. You're having people who say, right, I'm going to do this, and then they do it. I'm going to be here, and then they are. That's all you're going to accept. The other thing is, okay, this is really strange. It's going to sound really silly. It's not though, but just bear with me. This is what I'm seeing. It's just come out of nowhere. There's something about hair. It might be changing your hair. I think it's health related. It's like your health's affecting your hair. If this doesn't apply to you, please don't laugh at this. I know it sounds a bit silly, but for whoever it does apply to, for the person who it does apply to, it's very serious. It's about general health, nutrition. I think it might be about medication and seeing the effects of this medication on you. So, you know, if you're struggling in this area or if someone is, that's why I'm seeing this. There is a solution to this. Yeah, what I'm seeing is you're going to do some research. You've probably been doing some. You're going to do more. And as you do this research to come up with a solution, you're going to come up with something that is going to help you. So that's what I'm seeing. There is a solution up there for you if you are if you do relate to this, that's what I'm seeing. Sorry, I'm lost for words because it's such a strange thing to come out. It's such a strange thing to come out, but I really do feel for people who have these health problems, especially if they're down to medication or some health problem they've had or something. It's something around hair. Okay, I know that's going to sound weird, so please don't laugh. And if it doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't. But I had to say that. But yeah, this is an amazing card. I've seen these really, really positive cards, these really positive kind of stability, building things up, money coming to you, all of that kind of thing. I've seen that for a while and it's here again. So that shows me it's definitely happening if it hasn't already. You're probably on way to this happening or you're in this process. Okay, so the first card you have your present is the Star. Yeah, so again, this is reflecting this star in this hermit's lamp. You know, when you know where you want to go. That's what I'm saying. You know exactly where you want to go. And I think you know you're on the way to that because they're right next to each other as well. Really, really nice. You've got the little star in the hermit and then you've got the big one in the star card. So it's like you're in one stage, now it's getting closer to you. It's getting bigger. The little star's turning into a bigger star. Really, really beautiful. So there's this big thing that I'm seeing. It's some kind of an ambition that you've had and you're getting closer to that. You don't realize it is, because what I'm seeing here is it's hard to express this. Let's see if I can express this for you. I think you've always known that you've wanted to do this particular thing. It's something to do with moving, traveling, or it's kind of tied in with this. Now, this chaotic person in your past knew about this. They knew this is what you wanted to do. Not a lot of other people knew that this is what you wanted to do. Now, I think they seem to be right behind you, this person. They were supporting you. That's how it seemed to you. They couldn't support you, and I think you saw this in the end, and you can see this now, absolutely. They never could have done this. They didn't have it in them. There's no way they'd physically be able to support this or mentally. And yeah, they said that they could. They said, I'll do this, I can help you, I'll do this, and they couldn't do this. That's what I'm seeing. Now, if you've abandoned this thing, if you've lost hope of doing this thing at all, don't do that. Do not lose hope. That's what I'm seeing in this card. That's what the star is about. And look at this again. The star is getting bigger. So the hope is getting more. It's getting closer to you. This thing is getting closer to you. So if you've abandoned this thing, if you've lost hope of this, give yourself this gift. They couldn't give you this. They couldn't help you with this. Give it to yourself. Support yourself. They couldn't support you. Support yourself. Now, it might take a lot longer for you to be able to do this thing. It's a big achievement. Again, you have to build up to this. You might have to build your money up. You might have to build up the momentum. Might be a business, might be something like that. It is around moving to a place that you feel that you should be. I'm really getting that. It's like, I want to go back to my home. Now, it doesn't mean that it's your home as in where you're brought up. This is where you feel at home. Now, it might be a place, I keep on seeing that it's probably a place, but it might also be a particular thing that you want to do. It might be a career thing, like an industry that feels at home to you. It might be that, or it might be something else, but it's like, I want to go home. I want to feel home. And you're getting closer to that because, again, that star is now getting bigger as we go along in this sequence of cards. Yeah. Okay, so you are going to be doing this. I am seeing you in this place. It's going to be better because you're going to be in charge of things now. You won't have this chaotic person around you messing you up, making you crazy. You won't have the horrible, unsure feeling of, is it happening, is it not? None of that's going to be around you. And this is why you might be thinking, why did I not get to do that thing? This is why. This is why. It was the wrong time. You could not do this while you had this person there. It is going to be the right time in the future, but it's not just going to come to you. This isn't a thing that comes along to you. This is something that you're building up and making it happen. So I don't think it's a job. I think this is something like a business or a thing that you are building up for yourself. That's the impression I'm getting there. It's something that you're making, you're building. It's coming from you, and it's getting you to your spiritual home. That's what I'm seeing. I hope that makes sense to you. All right, so the next card you have your presence, the Three of Swords. Yeah, obviously no one likes this card. I don't think this is so bad, actually. I'm seeing division here, things being cut up. It's like a division of things, physical items. Obviously, there's a lot of emotion attached to these items, sadness as well with this card. I think you might have been promised a particular item, a thing. I don't know whether this is about someone's estate, it might be that. But I think this is about something that was promised to you, but you didn't get this thing, or you didn't receive what you wanted. It's something like that. Maybe you knew that you'd get this thing, it was owed to you, and I don't think you said anything. I'm seeing a lot of silence around this because there's a lot of grief, sadness, and it's kind of like, oh, this isn't the right time. I can't ask now, everyone's sad, everything's down. It's not the right time. It would be really horrible to us now. I don't want to upset anyone anymore. It's that kind of feeling. What I'm getting in this is that time's past. That really, really bad time, the worst of this has passed. And whoever this is, they should be coming to you and offering you this particular thing. There's something really sentimental around this, sentimental feelings. It's like a sentimental object. So if you've been hesitating on this, don't be afraid to contact people. Whoever this is should be coming and handing this to you. This thing absolutely should be yours. I'm getting that. And that time of raw sadness, that's all past now. So if this resonates, don't hesitate. That's the message I'm getting here. Contact someone. You should have this. I'm seeing something that's in someone's hands. It should be in yours. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so the last card you have your presence, the Page of Swords. Okay, so this can be about defensiveness, obviously. A lot of things it can be about. It can be about stalking. I think this might be about stalking. Don't be stressed because I'm not seeing danger. I think this is something to do with this ex, this chaotic person that I keep on seeing here, but I don't think it's about them. I don't think they're stalking you. I don't think they're looking out for you or anything. I think this is someone around them. So if they're in a new relationship, it's probably that. It's probably the person they're with. Again, there's no danger here. They're very insecure. So yeah, if they're with this chaotic person, I can see why they are insecure, because that's probably how you were feeling, and they're feeling this now. So if you look at this page, he's up on this hill, so he's trying to see what's happening around him. So this is what they're doing. They're stalking. They're looking out to see whether you're around this person. But you're not around them, but they're kind of, are they contacting them? Are they talking to them? So they're up on this hill. But it's a mossy hill. It's like a green hill. If you look at this card, it's a green hill. Let's see. Green hill, mossy hill. And if you've ever stood on moss, like a mossy rock or anything like that, it's slippery. It's slippery. So they're up there and they can see everything, or they're looking out for what they're trying to see. And they feel as if they're on slippery ground or shaky ground or something. It's like, I could lose this any time. I could fall off. I could slip off. That's how they're feeling. So they're not secure in their relationship, and they're probably not secure in themselves. And I think this is what's happening. Instead of focusing on the relationship or themselves or whatever's happening or whatever problems they have, they're focusing on you. It's like they're fixated on you. So you might not even know they're doing this, but if they're focusing on you and they're watching you, obviously they're probably afraid that you're going to get back together with your ex, or you'll see them, or you'll talk to them or something. That's what they're afraid of. So, you're not going to do that. I don't think you want to do that. Well, I can see you don't want to do that. But sometimes when people are in denial of their own problems, they fixate on other people and other things and what they're doing, and that's what's happening. And this is all in their mind. And it's all in their mind I feel a bit sorry for them actually, because it's kind of their fault, but it isn't, because they really should focus on the problem and deal with that. But also I think, they have this crazy person around them who was really frustrating me. I was seeing in the Hermit card, they were driving me crazy, or the Knight of Wands, I should say. So, they're probably making them feel crazy. That's probably what's happening. So, you might want to check your security settings if this bothers you, but you don't have to. You're not in danger. I keep on having to tell you that. I think, I've got that in my mind. Oh no, they might be worried they're in danger. You're not in danger. Okay, so the first card you have for your future is the King of Pentacles. You have some fantastic cards here, and I've been seeing these really good cards, especially when it comes to security, money, all of that, in your readings for a while, and so they're coming up again here. So you're probably in the middle of a process where you're getting to where you want to go. And again, I know I keep repeating myself, but there's a tiny star, and now there's a bigger star, and now you've got the King of Pentacles if you look crosswise. So they're fantastic cards. And yeah, you're going to reach this. You're going to reach this really beautiful goal, this big goal. It's gradual, it's steady. The feeling I'm getting is you're really happy with it being gradual and steady, actually. There's no impatience around you. I'm not getting anything like that. Okay, I'm feeling another thing. There's a little bit of guilt here, I think. Someone might have helped you out in some way. Maybe this was when you were getting out of this difficult relationship. This person might have helped you financially, because this is the King of Pentacles. If that's what's happened, the message I'm getting here is don't feel guilty. I think this person who helped you, they wouldn't want you to feel like that. And they're a big supporter of yours. They're by your side. They're right behind you, helping you, supporting you. I'm actually seeing this person visiting you at some time in the future. I think when you go and do this big thing, this big ambition that you have, I keep on seeing traveling or moving. So if you're going to go to that place, I think this person's going to come and visit you there. That's what I'm seeing. And they might even stay with you for an extended time or something like that. And, they don't expect you to give back to them, but you are going to. And yeah, you needed this help from them. You needed to get back on your feet, and they're proud of you and they're happy to have supported you. So don't feel guilty. I'm seeing that again. And also hang on to this person. Don't let them go if you can. They're very, very trustworthy. This is what I'm seeing. You can absolutely trust them. If you have anything that you want to tell them, you can trust them. Now, they're probably the only person in your life you can do that with. That's what I'm seeing. That's how important this person is to you. Okay, they identify with you as well because they've been through some problems, similar problems to you, and I think you discuss that, you talk to them about that quite a lot, and they say, oh, I've been through that, this is what happened, I'm getting that, lots and lots of phone calls. So yeah, never lose this person, never ever lose this person. Okay, I hope this is making sense. It's seeming a little bit scattered to me, so I just hope it's making sense to you. All right, so the next card you have for your futures, the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing in this card. I'm seeing this thing again. This is this sentimental thing, this object. I was seeing the Three of Swords. Someone might actually be holding onto this thing, and they might be hoping that, you won't ask again or something. They're holding onto this. They know they shouldn't be. That's what I'm seeing. If you look at this man, he's holding onto these coins. And, he's obviously very, very uncomfortable because he's holding on to them. So this person's holding on to this object, but they feel a bit uncomfortable because they know they're doing the wrong thing. They know that you should have this and not them. That's what I'm seeing. If this man wanted to spend one of these coins or give them away or something, he couldn't do that because he'd just fall over and they'd all roll all over the place and he'd lose all of them. So if this is making sense to you again about this thing, whoever this is, they know they shouldn't have this thing. They feel very uncomfortable. They feel quite kind of guilty, not guilty, but it's almost like that. It's not quite guilt, but it's like I feel a bit uncomfortable. I know I shouldn't have this. I hope they don't ask me, but I don't think they will. So, and I can kind of get away with this. I'm just going to hold on to this thing. That's what I'm getting coming from them. And that's why I'm feeling this so strong. There are a few reasons why I'm feeling this very strongly. For one, it's like, that's not fair. They shouldn't have this. But the other thing is, someone wants you to have this. Someone who was close to you knew they wanted you to have this thing, and they still do. They want this thing to be with you. So pursue this if this is resonating. I don't know how difficult this person is that has this thing. My guess is that they're probably quite difficult because they're holding on to something they shouldn't have. So it might take some work for you to get this. They might deny that they have it. They might do all sorts of things like that. But keep on trying, because someone wants you to have this thing. They wanted this to go to you. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. All right. So the last card you have for your future is Death. I'm sorry I'm almost coughing and I'm trying not to. Okay, so, right, I love this card. I'm really glad you have this card. New beginnings, moving on. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. When you finally get to this place that you want to be, it's something to do with money. It's something to do with something you're building up to work your way toward. And it's to do with being in an actual place. I keep on seeing that. So it's around this achievement. It's around this goal. This is going to be your soul place. I'm feeling this really, really strongly. Whether it makes sense or not, I don't care right now, because I have to say this. It's very strong. You've been to this place before. When you were there before, I think this is how you felt. It's like, I'm supposed to be here. I belong here. My soul belongs here. I have to be here. That's the feeling I'm getting. Now, if this is resonating, you've probably kept a lot of these feelings to yourself, because not many people understand how you feel. They don't get it. A lot of people don't understand soul places. They're like, you're born there, you stay there, you live there. Or, why do you want to be there? No one you know is there. It doesn't matter about that. If you know that you belong somewhere, you just know. That's what I'm getting there. So, okay, I feel as if I have to give someone this message. There's someone who wants this. They want this thing. They want this result. They want to get this thing. They want to build up and achieve this thing. They know this. They want to be in this place. Part of them's fighting this. Now, look at this card. There's a bishop, or it might be a priest or a bishop, and he's standing in front of this horse. He's trying to reason with death. He's trying to reason with the inevitable. He's trying to talk it down. He can't do it. No one can do that. No one can reason with what is there. You can't reason with what your soul is trying to tell you to do. This thing, if this thing's meant for you, and I'm getting the feeling that it is, very, very, very strongly in this whole reading, go to where your soul's telling you to go. Not everyone was meant to say where they were born or around where they started. Some people are meant to be where they feel that they need to be. So that's the message that I had to give you. If that's meant to you, you'll understand what that means.